Enable notifications by ringing the bell. Coming this summer, Wesley Snipes is the anti-tax man. Keep your money. Buy what you want.
I would have gone with tax evader. I don't know. It sounds more catchy.
Yeah.
That is a graphic novel I would read.
Tax evader?
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Of course,
Tax Evader?
it would be super boring because it would be like an entrepreneur that just has like a tax haven in like, you know, some small island nation, and it'd just be nice.
Much like you would dream of having one day.
Who says I don't already? I don't.
So,
I don't. It's a joke, IRS. You calm down.
So, as you might have guessed, the Nostalgia Critic is reviewing a movie which stars one of Micah's personal heroes.
Everybody's favorite tax evader.
I'm just saying, you know,
Wesley Snipes.
representation of Marvel movie. It's about time.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying to go away from the tax evasion thing, throw people off.
No, because honestly, you think about it, representation in a Marvel movie, it's like, hey, when are we going to show a Marvel hero that's like, you know, against taxation?
Yeah. But it has been brought up to me that, oh, well, Black Panther was so great, but it's like, well, you know, because they're like, finally you have a black superhero. But I was like, well, what about Blade? He was Marvel.
Yeah,
but
Blade was Marvel.
people don't like to remember Blade.
No, well, I
Blade
don't know
was
why these movies were actually pretty damn good.
It's a weird
first
set
two
of
especially.
movies.
The first two especially. Trinity was not so good.
I really like some of like the physical makeups in, especially the second one, like the I forget the patriarch and stuff, and then the crazy ones with the
not the Reavers. The Reavers were the ones they sent in, but you know the new strain, the new strain of vampires.
And honestly,
do you know why? I guarantee I know why you like that one so much.
Well, it's Guillermo del Toro.
Exactly.
And there are a lot of takeaways from the Blade trilogy with the series The Strain that he was the art director of, and he also worked, either was maybe co-wrote or created the graphic novel. But that series was super cool, and the effects were awesome.
Yeah, and the effects. Well, I'll say this: the first Blade movie, some of the effects. Little bit off, but honestly, I think they serve their purpose.
And I mean, plus, it's like when you look at a trilogy, one of the ways you evaluate it is, does it have Ron Perlman in it? The answer is yes. Then I have to like it. So
I mean,
well, the second
he's not
movie
wrong.
had Ron Perlman
yeah, that's a trilogy. So he's in there. It counts.
He's in there.
It counts.
Oh, it counts.
Yeah, but I loved the first Blade movie when I first saw it because me and my buddy Andrew. We were hyped when we heard Blade was coming out. We actually faked our parents out, and instead of going to see, I forget what friggin' movie it was, we actually went in and saw Blade. No, we snuck into movies all the time that we weren't supposed to watch. Like, we snuck in and watched Van Wilder.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Lord.
I have no idea why. Like, Andrew was just like, trust me, dude, trust me, it'll be awesome. And I was just like, I'm laughing, but this is just stupid. But for me...
Such is life.
Yeah, but for me, sneaking in and watching Blade when I was like 8 or 9 years old with Andrew was one of the most fun moments of my life because we were in there, we were sitting down, like we were just like, what if we get caught, dude? What if we get caught? He's like, don't worry, man, we won't get caught.
You just run for it.
Yeah, we'll just say that.
Has anyone ever had someone actually check their tickets after they got through the little ticket gate?
No.
I mean, like,
well. The theater that we were in, the theater that we went to, it was the old movie theater that was in Coburn, and the only person that checked your tickets was as you entered the front door of the theater, and her name, and it was the old lady who actually owned it.
Yeah,
that was one thing she loved to do. She liked to come there and tear the tickets, but you know, we got our tickets, and she tore the tickets, and when you went in. The theaters were right there, and you could go to any one.
I mean, who even really?
So no one could stop you.
Yeah.
No one could stop you from going into whatever
unless it was like
a
reserved seat where someone's like has the tickets, like you're in my seat.
But
like,
they didn't do reserved seating.
Yeah,
like
so.
they did reserved viewings, which they rented out the whole movie theater for like a birthday party or something.
So it's like realistically how. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Which honestly, for me, I feel that you know, movie theaters that don't do that. I think are falling more and more out because Now you've got the more like high-end theaters that are like reserved, like you said, reserved seating. And also, I've seen this at some R-rated films. They actually like have somebody like standing outside, like actually checking the tickets.
Never seen that.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I saw it at Tinseltown. I think it was for not Deadpool, but
Really?
I forget which movie it was. It was Logan.
Huh.
Yeah, I saw it one time, and someone was standing outside the theater and checked the tickets, and if they didn't have an adult with them and they were below the age of 17, they wouldn't allow.
So they were like actually IDing people as well.
Wow.
I've never seen that.
Well, yeah, sometimes it gets a little stringent, but it comes in waves. Like sometimes, like you see kids like a party of like 4 kids who are easily in middle school going to watch like Deadpool, and nobody gives a shit. But the very moment like a parent complains, like this, like all of a sudden the theater has to clamp down for a limited amount of time to sedate
to save face.
Yeah,
it's like we're working on fixing this. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and eventually the
then it's just
dies
like
down, and it's just like,
are we good? I think we're good. We can stop doing this now. Cool.
Okay, go ahead in, kids. Thank you. Okay, so Blade, when it came out, I loved it. My sister loved it. Blade 2, loved it as well. Blade Trinity, I was like, okay.
Good thing this is the last one.
I saw what they tried to do.
No, I did too. I liked the idea, but
I mean,
execution, man. I mean, it was David. I think it was David S. Goyer who was the director of that one.
I mean, some of the stuff was interesting, like the idea of like an original vampire that was,
yeah,
like,
Drake. I liked the idea of Drake, and I love Dominic Purcell. Purcell is one of my one of my favorite television actors of the last 15 years.
Ryan Reynolds. I mean, you can't go wrong with him, right?
No, Ryan Reynolds. I mean, you had a great cast. You had Ryan Reynolds. You had Jessica Biel. Well, Ryan Reynolds at his I'm not going to say at his worst. At his worst was definitely X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Green Lantern.
I stand corrected.
I started to say, I was like, wait.
Yes,
I stand corrected.
You do.
Honestly, I forget about Green Lantern because I want to forget about Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds wants to forget about Green Lantern.
I mean, clearly, he shot himself in the head over it.
Oh,
spoilers.
Fine. Yeah, you got me. Yeah. Bleep that out, would you?
I will.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, Blade, a very good film. I'm interested to see what Doug's got to say about it. Shall we, gentlemen?
This ought to be interesting.
Yes, it shall. Let's get to it.
Chico woke up just for this. No, he didn't.
All right. With the recent popularity of Blade and your recent disappointment with Steel,
I really thought Shaquille O'Neal was going to be the next Mark Wahlberg.
it just makes sense to discuss who will get what going forward.
Yeah, that dark stuff with Blade worked pretty well. We're gonna try some of that.
Nope. Our next 7 movies are gonna be cashing in on the dark stuff. Destined to all be hits.
But all we got is lighthearted crap coming up.
Well, that's why you have the Caped Crusader.
After Batman and Robin?
Nobody's gonna want to see another Batman movie in years.
Hey, we're switching it up too. We've got a colorful and corny Spider-Man movie coming out from the director of Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna break any records, but it should be a huge hit with the kids.
Fine, I guess we'll do another Batman movie, even though there's no money in it.
Christ, years from now, everyone's gonna associate Marvel with dark and gritty, and DC with bright and playful.
Right?
Well, there should be no problem signing this television contract.
Wait, this is affecting our shows too?
Oh, yes.
You see, all of your TV series will be upbeat and positive, while all of ours are going to be depressing and harsh. It'll make you want to kill yourself.
But what if we end up completely misunderstanding our audiences and we end up doing the exact opposite?
It's okay. Our animation departments will fill in the blanks. We'll keep ours goofy and harmless while you keep yours complex and intriguing, with some exceptions.
But what if somehow DC's material for children ends up doing more adult work than our material for adults?
Oh, Malcolm.
Yeah.
This is so accurate, it's making me a little uncomfortable.
Of the Killing Joke with a hard R rating.
That was bizarrely specific.
Yeah. So, anything else?
One more thing. Are you sure you don't want any of your shows to be tied to this new Netflix format that's getting a lot of buzz?
Yeah, like anything's gonna kill cable. No, you guys can handle that.
Besides, we don't want to be known as those guys that always copy Marvel.
That is a very valid point. So, anything else?
Yeah, what are our plans in terms of comics?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, honestly, they really don't give a shit about the comic book format.
It's true.
And that's sad because that's what built the company.
Yeah.
Done.
Hello, I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Comic book movies have had a lot of ups and downs over the years. Sometimes they were on top of the world, and sometimes they were Daredevil. But when comic book films were seen at their most unpopular, one little kick-ass movie came along and said, hey, not only am I gonna be awesome, but people are gonna completely overlook me when they say Deadpool was the first R-rated comic book flick. How do you sleep at night, Internet? How do you sleep at night? I'm of course talking about the late 90s hit, Blade. People talk about influence in recent comic book films, they usually go to The Dark Knight or Avengers. But many forget this did play a big part in not only getting popularity back to the genre, but also creating a ton of tropes still used in comic book movies today. Written by David S. Goyer and directed by Stephen Dorrington, two people you thought were going to be comic book gods, managed to turn out a movie pretty cool and badass, while also being about as 90s as a commercial where kids rule. Does the classic coolness overrule the dated silliness? Well, let's see if this vampire spectacle sucks in a good way or a bad way. This is Blade. We open up with Blade's birth, seeing his mother slowly bleed to death. Always a pleasant start. The credits roll as you can tell already this movie is a bad case of the 90s simply by its sped up footage.
Oh yeah.
It was a simpler time when we were so blown away by the fast forward button. We see a woman driving her date to apparently a hot nightclub.
So where are we going?
It's a surprise, baby.
Yeah, I like surprises. Yeah.
I'm just here to die or be saved. Character tool all the way! They enter a club playing music that sounds like your Atari is trying to throw a rave.
Hubert, what are you doing?
Come across an effect even better than speeding up the footage. Speeding up the footage with a white flash. Whoa! Our 90s minds can't handle this! Oh, you're blowing us away with what we hit our computers for doing today!
Oh, Jesus.
But our midnight snack is about to get a surprise when he finds he stumbled into a literal bloodbath. I guess this is supposed to be scary, but nowadays you probably just see this at any goth club. Dude, the blood is supposed to rain at 4. Right now you're supposed to be dangling the rubber gimps. He finds all of them have vampire fangs. Again, a usual non-scary occurrence at the goth club, when he comes across his knight in shining leather, Blade, played by Wesley Snipes.
It's Blade. It's the Daywalker.
The vampires try their hardest to wave their fingers at him, but it doesn't work, as he partakes in some pretty kick-ass fight scenes here.
Oh, the choreography was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, love
I
that.
can play the accordion, too.
Shotgun.
Oh, yeah, gun. That usually wins over swinging hooks.
Yeah.
Even though the rotting remains
just
are
killed
about
the
as real as
DJ.
the rotting remains from a pumpkin bomb, these fight sequences are filled with the most awesome of implausibility.
Did you see that shit-eating grin?
Because he knew he was about...
Very unlikely.
That's because he didn't pay sales tax on the glaive.
There, I give you footage for like 50 trailers. You know, for a character this badass, that was a pretty dorky move.
It was.
Oh, I would do that all the time after I
That
steak.
Kevin McAllister, Data, and that weird baby meme have made timelessly awkward. I'm just gonna assume you haven't seen the past
Actually, you
20
know, I
years
would've-
of white media.
Actually, okay, I know you hate me pausing the video, but I have to wonder. I wonder what takes Wesley Snipes' hat out of that. I wonder instead it was like instead he was just like
Or
Finger guns.
finger guns.
or it's just like or he probably pulled an Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator. Stick around.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. I like that.
Oh God. All right, back to it. Sorry guys.
Man, just
I had to say
alternate
it.
cuts on that one. That
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. I'd love to have seen those.
I think maybe we have to do that.
Yeah.
It's like the thing we did with the Deadpool 2 trailer.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, let's keep going.
We'll do it later.
Get a little tired of chopping my second. Thought I might try fire.
It's
not the first time somebody's tried to kill Donald Logue,
as our
and it
extra
won't be the
crispy
last.
vampire is sent to the hospital. Here, Dr. Karen Jensen, played by Nebusha Wright, is looking him over with another doctor she used to date.
You ever have second thoughts about us?
Sometimes.
Nope.
But then I remember how much of an asshole you were.
No, I'm trying. Really, I am.
It's over.
Wow,
Damn.
that character backstory seemed really necessary. I still think we can work. No, really, there must be a reason for that romantic interest. It seemed completely pointless.
Okay.
Came back to finish you off.
Yeah, this brings up a continuing question about the film. Blade several times is given opportunities to kill off this character, Quinn. But he doesn't, resulting in tons of people either getting killed or maimed. Like,
Yeah.
over
It's the
and
Batman-
over and
it's the
over.
Batman
Why does he
argument.
have such a hard time killing this guy off? Dear Diary, I almost killed Quinn off this time, but when I looked into his dreamy eyes, I knew. I was a Quinn girl forever. Blade is about to let the doctor die when his damn Oedipus complex kicks in, reminding him of his dying mother, and he takes her to his hideout. There we come across world-renowned
You missed
Planet
one of the
Apes star
funniest
Chris
moments of the
Christopherson
movie.
playing
The
Whistler,
cops
who
coming in
tries to
shooting
heal her
Blade
by
in the
marching
chest,
with
and
garlic.
he's like, "Motherfucker, what are you doing?"
Hold it.
Thanks, that'll help a lot. I'll call you when an earthworm needs restraining. We're introduced to our shadowy room of evil business suits because Marvel will always love this cliche. And they bring in their evilest vampire who can never get a shirt that fits, Deacon Frost, played by Stephen Dorff. This guy's a lot of fun. Just imagine all of Edward Norton's yeah faces had a son. And he only listened to Prodigy.
Maybe it's time we forgot about discretion. We should be ruling the humans. Or maybe I'm just the first to say out loud what we've all been thinking.
I propose a movement where we dress like we don't care how we look when really it's the most important thing to us. I call it the hipster effect.
Ooh.
We have any
God, he must
other
be really
business to
popular in
discuss?
Brooklyn.
No. You may wake up one day and
Williamsburg.
find yourself extinct.
Really? We're just gonna let him get away with that? You know, for a guy who does things we don't like, we sure do let him do things that we don't like. The good doctor wakes up and seems to be doing better as she sees what Blade has to go through in order to survive. Oh, he just read the script to Blade Trinity. I'd be holding his hand too. Whistler tells Karen exactly what they're fighting against.
You gotta understand, they're everywhere. Vampires. The Hominis Nocturna.
That means vampires.
Yeah.
But since Frost is doing research into the vampire archives, pissing off the council even more.
We're in a library. You don't need to shout.
What are you up to, Frost?
Tell me your next time I'll actually hit you.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't need this. I'm only here because Chris Pine hasn't been invented yet.
Ooh.
Well, you wouldn't be the first. So after trying to figure out if a friggin' newspaper building blew up in town...
No, that's just New York.
Karen is told not
Really,
to trust
I've been to
anybody
New
when
York.
she's
It's-
suddenly approached by a cop in her apartment.
Police officer, I didn't mean to scare you. The front door was open.
What are you doing in here?
I'm just here on a routine check.
I heard you were black, so you're under arrest for something.
You're dead too, bitch. What is this, garlic? Who said I was a vampire?
Nobody.
Christ, I think Blade's whole goal in this movie is to leave at bad times and then come back just before things get worse. Okay,
Right?
I'm leaving. I'm really leaving this time.
Newborn clinic.
So where were you taking it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does nobody care that a guy with a sword is slamming a cop's head into a car? I mean, never forget NWA, but I think someone would at least raise an He escapes, though, causing Blade and Karen to follow him through fast-forward lane.
Get me Pearl! Pearl is feeding. I got a delivery from Frost here, and I just had a run-in with Blade. Gotta clear out that clinic on Hilbert now!
Okay, if you want to do pointless speedy footage, that's fine, but at least have them talk the way they're supposed to talk.
Calling all cars, calling all cars. I just had a run-in with Blade. Send in all cars, horses, planes that loop the loop. Me, I want
Vampire
Alvin.
101. Crosses and running water don't do dick, so forget what you've seen in the movies. You use a stake, silver, or sunlight.
Yeah, forget all that stuff you've seen in the movies. Concentrate on this stuff, like in the movies. So while the vampires sit around partying, watching Mortal Kombat, yeah, you vampires are gonna find a lot of blood in that movie. The cop tells Frost of his run-in with Blade.
Don't worry about it, though. It's no problem. We can still get the girl.
Am I fired or is this a promotion? As a guy who wants to be a vampire, I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, That's a weird focal
In
point.
case you forgot, that bat means that they're vampires. Symbolism.
Sure.
Blade and Karen come across the person who keeps track of all the archives, and okay, even for a movie about a guy who chases vampires, that's pretty silly.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're cooking up some bacon tonight.
Good thing he's not a woman, or else that would suddenly be indecent. They get captured by Quinn and his gang, but it looks like Blade has backup.
Catch you fuckers at a bad time?
As long as you don't have a copy of A Star Is Born, then no.
Man, that duster
They
is
escape
sweet.
into a subway that just happens
Whistler.
to be connected to the vampire archives. Odd design work. As they wait for the longest train ever to pass, and then end up literally catching a ride on it.
Oh my god.
Yoink!
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll
fine.
give it to
Whistler
it.
reveals why Blade seems
Well, he had
to
to
have
pop his
all the
shoulder
vampire's
back in, at
strengths and
least.
few of their weaknesses.
Blade's mother was attacked by a vampire while she was pregnant. She died, but he lived. He can withstand garlic, silver, even sunlight.
He also obtained an aversion to taxes as well.
God bless.
I like to point out I waited this long to make a tax joke. I think I did pretty well.
You did all right.
Karen consoles Blade during the all-important wall watching, while Frost and his goons apparently kidnap the leader of the vampires to kill him. They should probably all fry up, but it's okay because the other vampires have sunblock and helmets.
Huh.
Was Marceline's sun hat not available? Karen uses her Dr. Know-How to figure out how to make vampires' heads explode. Science!
Yeah, it's an
When
anti-blood
Whistler makes a
clotting
discovery about her.
Yeah.
You don't look so good.
I mean, the studio won't let you look bad, so this is what we count as not good.
I guess we didn't catch it in time.
So it looks like she's still gonna turn into a vampire in a day or two. But that doesn't get in the way of a meeting between Blade and the now helmetless Frost. So wait a minute, if you have enough sunblock, the day doesn't bother you? Because if so, being a vampire is literally a day at the beach.
Easy. Wouldn't want our little friend here to wind up on the back of a milk cart now, would we?
But Blade sees saving people as more of a secondary thing, and tries to shoot Frost, causing him to toss the child.
Oh boy.
Dead.
Damn, that kid dead.
No scratch on her whatsoever.
Yeah,
she
how
must
is
been wearing a lot of sunblock too. Yeah, what the hell do you think this guy is talking about? I mean, I know we just saw a man fly into the street, save a kid, and we're all just gonna ignore it. But let me tell you about this cop who got his head smashed into a car that I ignored. The city. We're just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. What you doing?
It's hard being an artist when you have headaches always popping up. It affects your work, so no one takes you seriously.
That's just a sugar-coated topping that you can control. Try David S. Goyer. David S. Goyer seems effective at first, like the miracle you've always been looking for. But then on closer inspection, you realize it might not be as effective as you thought. Your denial will tell you it's doing a good job, but after a while, you can't ignore the pain it's causing. It's not as bad as it was before, but it's still really bad. People will like your work at first because they see you have Goyer attached to it. But then they'll wake up and realize that most of it was dumb luck, surviving on the talent of others.
Everybody says the techniques were great, but the product was overall shit.
You'll not only realize it did less than you thought, but it's actually slowing you down compared to other successful medicines.
Ooh.
At first I thought it worked great, but now I see it's just a bigger placebo than Dumbo's magic feather.
Experts agree. It's not the worst thing out there. It did some good things, I think, though maybe that was other people. And, come on, just come on. David S. Goyer. Sooner or later, you'll feel the pain. And don't forget to try Nighttime David S. Goyer. Oh yes, it will ruin the Sandman.
Oh.
Damn it!
Oh. That's too real.
So Karen discovers a cure for turning into a vampire off-screen. Yeah, they're surprisingly kind of laid back about it. But Frost also discovers Blade's hideout off-screen. You know, it's good to show and don't tell, but when you don't do neither, you have neither.
Yeah.
And tries to capture them. Stop aiming at the rails and maybe you'll hit something. Blade comes home to see what happened as he gives one hell of an emotional, breathtaking, Oscar-caliber reaction to his fatherly mentor being destroyed. If only more blood-curdling moments in cinema had reactions like that.
I am your father.
Oh. Woof. That sucks. Whistler still has a few breaths left in him as he tells Blade where they took Karen.
Frost is trying to trick her up.
Yeah, that'll help him big time. I can see why you brought a doctor into your home.
Give me your gun. Now walk away.
Well, I'm just gonna last long enough to be brought back in a sequel just to die again in another sequel. It's a well-planned out future that lies ahead for me. So Blade once again breaks into Frost headquarters. He turns some vampires' heads into Bob the Tomato. Or Bob the Ketchup. But inside this giant Macintosh cigarette case lies a big secret.
Eric?
Yep, Blade's mom is still alive, and it turns out she's a vampire now. And on the side of Frost.
Great.
You think someone would have used that bombshell a little earlier.
Right?
Man, this Blade guy is ruining my plans and destroying my operation.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, not now, mother of my enemy who he doesn't know is still alive and on my side. I have to figure out a way to get rid of Blade.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I love Oreos!
Oh, Doug. Oh, Doug.
But there's an even bigger twist to all this.
You spent your whole life looking for the vampire who bit your mother. Well, here I am.
Well, it's a small, convoluted world after all. Weird! Yeah. After capturing him, Karen reveals a secret about the cure she's created.
If it works, you'll lose your strength and your ability to regenerate. You'll be completely human.
Huh. So the cure is totally friggin' useless.
Not
Don't
actually.
get me wrong, I know she uses it on
Not
herself,
useless,
but from
it's
a
just
story
useless to
perspective,
Blade.
what happens?
To other
She gets
people
bitten.
who are
they say they didn't get
affected
to
by
it in
the
time, so she makes a
vampire
cure.
virus. I mean, it'd
If you
be a
just
miracle.
cut out them not getting to it in time, which adds nothing to the plot at all, the cure is entirely not needed. But it's okay, because if you love pointless, drawn-out moments, you're gonna love what's coming up next! See, here's the setup. Frost needs to lay out 12 of the Vampire Council in this ancient temple with Blade's blood combining with them this one night because through comic book mumbo-jumbo, it'll make him a vampire god. Silly, but whatever. Sounds kind of fun. There's possibilities with it. The downside is, where it took me only a few seconds to say all that, it takes the movie 10 minutes to do it.
Are you kidding me?
They just kind of sit around, talk, laugh, talk and laugh and talk. All we want to see is the action, but it takes for friggin' ever with detours.
They could have cut out a lot of
what you're
this.
Thinking. Through all of this, whatever happened to Karen's doctor friend, the one who got bitten? What? You weren't wondering that? Well, we're gonna spend a lot of time on it anyway. Because hey, there's nothing better we could be doing, and we know it's eating you up inside with curiosity. He's a zombie now. Yeah, you do the math on that one. It's some sort of bullshit side effect that sometimes happens after being bitten. Sure, and vampire sparkle too. But who cares about that? Because who cares about all of this? It's literally just 10 minutes of slow, boring filler, and it feels like an eternity.
You're afraid we're gonna steal your soul? Your pure blood spirit? You should be. Read the prophecy. It's time you fucks contributed something to the cause.
Even if Frost is right, you really think he cares about you? You're gonna die.
Wow, good job.
Well, I guess he wasn't needed for the ceremony. What, they just bring him along because he looks like William Fichtner? Because to be fair, every movie needs more William Fichtner.
Agree.
After the ceremonial ripping open of the shirt. Very
Revealing of the
necessary.
six-pack.
Karen escapes and tells Blade to suck her blood to get his strength back. All while the temple is turned into a human plasma ball.
Yeah. Look at that 1970.
Damn skeletons!
Of course! All vampire skeletons have tiny skeletons inside of them just trying to get out. With wings!
Don't overthink it.
How long do we have to wait again? Okay.
I'm telling you, man.
Destroyed
Skeletons.
proud by penetrating his mother with a long, hard bone.
Oh, Doug.
Resulting in him
Even
finally
I.
jumping in to get revenge.
I got 2 new hands, Blade. I don't know which one to use to kill you with.
Good night.
Well, doesn't matter what I do now. I am never topping that throughout the rest of the film. From here, it's all the cool stuff you wanted to see. Amazingly flippable guards, ripping out a guy's throat just to throw it at another guy, being launched in the air via nut kick. Even the stuff that's kind of stupid is really awesome, like how Karen continues to hit everything except what she's supposed to hit. This weird scene where they keep kicking the air for some reason. Mass mist, 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 mass mist.
Yeah, that's quick at
And
it.
the fact that even though there's weapons that can clearly kill vampires, nobody ever thinks of using them on Blade. What do you got there? A plank of wood? Oh, yeah, that'll take him down. Ooh, a shovel. That has to be his undoing.
actually,
Blade destroyed by deadly shovel. You guys really
Plank
thought
of
you'd
wood.
be gods? You're using wood.
Could've-
Unless it's the aliens from Signs, it's not gonna do much.
Yeah.
But who cares? Because it's still kick-ass, gory amazingness, all building up to the final boss.
Hey, Blade! Let's do this.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yep.
But it looks like his blood is made from pizza cheese as well as some other cartoony extras.
My turn.
Finally, the time has come for me to stop doing those stupid e-vape commercials. But Blade finds the serum that makes vampires go boom and he unloads them on Frost, resulting in him saying his big finishing line.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
That is a really weird note to go out on. To this day, I can't figure out if that was really clever or one of the dumbest lines ever said by a comic book character.
That was pretty cool.
What
Why not
the
both?
other variations were?
Some motherfuckers
Some
are.
of the truckers are always trying to put diesel in their SUVs. Some peanut M&Ms are always trying to melt in your hand but not in your mouth. Some sushi patrons are always trying to mix their soy sauce with wasabi. Some fast food lovers are always ordering Little Caesars without the crazy bread. Some vacationers are always trying to go to Disney World at peak times, when it's obvious that mid-November through mid-December is the best time to go. I mean, seriously, just bring a sweater and you'll be fine. And don't forget to take advantage of those hotel villages with free shuttle bus service. Full price for their monorail access resorts? I don't think so, mouse.
He kicks the last needle into his head, finishing him off.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's. Tetsuo!
Amazing.
So I guess he can't put himself together after that.
Quality
Being
reference.
a god just means being slightly less destructible than you already were. Good to know that the ancient gods of old can't compete with head-blowy-up science.
I mean, you know.
So, we all know the drill. Blade and Karen kiss in a romantic embrace, even though they have very little in common.
I need to get back to the lab.
It's not over. There's still a war going on. And I have a job to do.
I don't think you know how this works. He's a dude, you're a chick. You have to end up together. Even if you have no chemistry at all.
Not necessarily, dude.
Like a law.
You want to help make me a better serum?
Wow, really? They
So is
don't
that his,
get together?
we're not going to put a label on his speech?
Is such a thing
Yeah,
as a man and
pretty
a
much.
woman working together in an action film and they don't have to hook up? Quickly, Tumblr, rewrite this ending so that not only do they get together, but they have 20 children, all with different sexual identities. If 20 sexual identities don't exist, make them up! You're good at that! We travel to Moscow for
Wow.
really no reason
Way to
except to
call
get
out
this cool
Tumblr.
shot, and we end with him hunting vampire ass once more. Now that was Blade, an overlooked comic book staple and, to be honest, still pretty damn cool. Okay, the writing's not always good, and there's a lot of 90s cheese, but there's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
style and a creativity to it that still makes it really enjoyable. It's not too mopey that it can't be fun, but it's not too silly that it can't be serious. It's visually awesome, its characters are entertaining, and the action is still impressive and gets you sucked in. It got people saying comic book movies could be cool at a time when they were being seen as box office Pearl Harbors. This is one of the films that helped get movies like Dark Knight and Iron Man into the spotlight again. So if you want something that rarely makes sense, but still a pretty rockin' good time, this is definitely one to take a look at. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and some fruit by the foots are always a few inches short.
Oh, Lord, he pulled a Caruso.
Coming next week, we see if Batman Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie ever. But you can see it now under Vessel's
It's definitely one of the best, I will say
It's
that.
up there. Real good.
I'd say definitely it's one of the best Batman animated movies.
Check it out and get the early scoop.
Okay. So, there's a few. I gotta do this. Just as a little.
Oh,
bit.
yeah, all right.
He kicks the last needle into his head, finishing him off.
Man, just good Akira reference. I respect it.
Yeah, I think at that point he wouldn't do the typical Tetsuo.
Oh no, he's too far gone.
Instead it'd be
so gross.
It's like
so gross.
It's like diabetes.
No, just go back to as he's like, yeah, if you have diabetes, you're on Medicare. Liberty will take care of you.
Are you seriously comparing that to Wilford Brimley?
No, you just said diabetes, and I
it's just like I'm just doing like I'm just like doing a misrepresentation of diabetes.
I'm pretty sure.
Like for instance.
Even a super massive dose of insulin doesn't do that to people.
No. I got
No,
one.
I look at this guy. I'm a tumor.
I'm a tumor.
Oh.
I'm a tumor.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you all talking about?
That's a
Family Guy thing. This, I actually see this, and I hear, if you or any loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma. I knew it was going to be mesothelioma. I knew it.
I'm not a doctor. I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay, I got one. If you have a severe allergic reaction to peanuts.
I mean, he pretty much
inflammation does. Okay.
He did just get a bunch of EpiPens kicked into him, so...
and it did nothing.
Oh, yeah, that man's far gone.
If you are allergic to adrenaline, I'm sorry, but you're fucked.
Oh, that guy's dead. I hope you never get scared in your life. His only regret is that he had bonitis.
My only regret is that I've got bonitis.
There you go. That one was Futurama.
Yeah.
I've never seen Futurama.
It's good. I think you would enjoy it.
First few seasons are, and where was it that we wanted to do our?
I think yeah. It's just like, man, there's
so. Oh yeah.
Move.
Just yes.
Let's try it. Let's
just take a minute.
Okay. I got one.
Just think this through.
I got one.
Just look at this.
Zing.
No. Boom, baby.
I'm sorry. You've thrown off Blade's groove. You must now be stuck to the wall.
You could.
Sorry.
The perks of being a wallflower.
Oh. You got anything, Micah?
No, I sure don't.
Come on.
No.
It's like I got one. Hold on.
There, I give you footage for like 50 trailers.
It's like found not guilty of tax evasion. What they don't know won't hurt them.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Actually, you know what I hear whenever I see that face right there? It looks like he's clenching a little bit. All I hear is...
No, you know what I see? It's Tiger Woods. That's where Tiger Woods got it from.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like sinking the perfect putt. He's like, yes.
Yep. It's not quite staking a guy in a vampire movie, but it'll do. Yes.
Yes.
Just that is the. It's so
dumbest,
cheesy,
but still so awesome.
But you're just like,
honestly, I gotta say the ice skating uphill line, I feel like it works, but only because Wesley Snipes said it. Because if it was like Die Hard or Bruce Willis used that, I don't know if it would have been as good.
I think
no.
I think if Bruce Willis, it's like it could actually in Bruce Willis's. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. It's like, and I guarantee you, even Alan. I guarantee you, even even Alan Rickman would be like, "That's just stupid." It just falls out the window.
Well, no. Here's the true test: is it a line that Bruce Campbell can pull off?
You know,
I can see that.
Yeah?
I could actually see it after he's like got like the final zombie down on the ground after it's tried running away. It's like, you know, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. And just blows away with a double barrel. It works with certain amounts of charisma. It depends on the person saying it. Like, could you imagine like Barack Obama trying to say this? It's just like trying to negotiate a deal or something. He's like, you know, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
No, I'll do you one better.
He was so cocky, though, I think he could probably pull it off.
Chico?
Probably could.
I need both hands for this. You know, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Also someone cocky enough to probably pull that off.
I've got one. Ugh, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Hey, Vegeta. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. And I should know I'm from Austria.
What, like the housekeeper?
No, she's from Mexico.
Mike is just sitting here going, why do I hang out with you
I'm
guys?
not supporting this.
Yeah, he's just like, why? Why is this a thing? I'm sorry. Okay, well, that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, it sure was a movie.
Yes, it was.
That sure was a movie.
This was the Nostalgia Critic Blade, review of Blade, and we hope you all have enjoyed, and we hope that you all will check out Doug Walker's channel.
Okay, buddy.
Link to the original videos down in the description down below. And if you are interested in checking out more stuff by us, there's a link to our Discord and our Patreon where you can get early access, and you can also join our Discord and be a part of our events and everything.
The Discord has a bunch of cool people.
Yes,
it does. Even if you don't really like us, you might like them.
Yes.
They're pretty cool.
You may very well. And
except for that one ginger guy.
Oh, way to throw him under the bus.
Wait, do people join the Discord
Just messing with
that
the ginger.
don't like us?
Maybe.
That seems odd. Counterproductive.
I don't know. I mean, the Discord's full of a bunch of nice people.
Yeah, I agree.
They're there for each other.
I agree.
It's nice.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
Micah.
And Chico, who has returned to his home on Puppy Blanket.
Yes. And we'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.